Can I trim my neighbor's tree? This question normally comes up when you have a tree that is not on your property yet is overhanging your property, might be overhanging your fence by a little bit or right over your house. The question is, are you able to prune it? The short answer is yes, but is it legal to do so? So the first part of the legality is tree removal regulations. Does your city have a tree preservation ordinance? So do they regulate the trimming of trees? If so, can you prune this particular tree without a permit? So not looking at the fact that it's your neighbor's tree, not yours. Does this tree come under the tree preservation ordinance, and will you need a permit from council to remove it? The best way to find that is you can either go to gotreequotes.com. Once there, you'll need to go to the laws and permits section, in which you'll find a link to in the footer, and we have everything you need to know about cutting down a tree and whether it is permitted in your county, city, or state. If you go down the bottom, we've just added Florida, but the guys are about to add the rest of the states and cities and counties. So you can go directly to a summary of your particular city. And there is a link to go to the permits and ordinance. Or you could go to Google, type in tree removal permit plus your city. So if you're in Sacramento, California, you'll type in tree removal permit Sacramento, California, and you'll go to the local city's website and look for tree removal ordinance there. Now, in most cases, it will be a hedge like this. And this would be fine. You will not need a council permit to prune back a hedge. But if it's a larger tree of some kind of significance, and just say you lived in the house on the right and the tree is coming over your fence line and encroaching on your roof, your question is, am I allowed to trim it right back there? In most cases, probably no. You might be able to trim a branch or two, but you would not be able to disrupt the stability of the tree. So in a case like this, you will most likely need a permit from council. Now, the second part of the equation is, do you need to speak to your neighbor first? So legally, you don't need your neighbor's permission to trim their tree if it's hanging over your property. Now, that being said, to avoid any disputes, I do suggest that you have a word to your neighbor first. I've never heard of a case where they've said no. Well, actually, I'm sure it has happened, but I personally don't know anyone who's gone in and asked their neighbor and they've said no. If they do say no, you are well within your rights to just trim it, but it is always a good idea to speak to them first. And if all else fails, there is always a disputes and resolution center in your local city or county. So you go to your local city or county website and type in disputes, and there will be a specific number to call or a form to fill out, and you can get it resolved quite quickly. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and best of luck with your tree job.